So in this week's book, Stamped, I found a section in the first chapter, the story of the world's first racist, particularly provocative, and in particular it's this section. Segregationists, assimilationists, anti-racists. There are serious definitions to these things, but I'm going to give you mine. Segregationists are haters, like real haters, people who hate you for not being like them. Assimilationists are people who like you, but only with quotation marks. Like you. Meaning they like you because you're like them, and then they're anti-racist. They love you because you're like you. But it's important to know, life can be rarely wrapped into single-word descriptions. It isn't neat and perfectly shaped. So sometimes over the course of a lifetime, and even over the course of a day, people can take on and act out ideas represented by more than one of the three identities. Can be both. And just keep in mind that as we explore these folks, and actually, these aren't just the words we'll be using to describe the people in this book. They're also the words we'll be using to describe you, and me, and all of us. I thought this was a really strong introduction and very moving, as like they said, it can be applicable to any of us, like you, me, anyone reading this book, anyone actually. But what I mean by that is I feel like almost all of us have fallen into one of these categories, whether we were young and ignorant and didn't know that what we were doing was wrong in a way, whether it was something morally wrong or like even as far as like racist. Sometimes people grow up in families that have kind of these close-minded, racist, other bigotry idealisms, and you're kind of taught that when you're raised in that environment, and it's a matter of losing that ignorance and kind of educating yourself and being an accepting person to get that anti-racist fit into that category. But I think it's really important. I mean, it's really made me think about how social media people really exemplify a lot of these words, I guess, because a lot of what we see on social media, political, racial, a lot of it is performative, and it's very unfortunate, but a lot of people aren't as educated as they're letting on, and maybe doing that just to kind of paint a picture and cast that facade. But that's why I thought this was particularly moving, because it is still such a prevalent problem in today's society, and I think the author articulated it very well.